Today we have a huge guest in the middleweight division, Mr. Cameron Rowston. 3 wins coming in the UFC, 15-3. How are we feeling a month after the fight now, man?
Feeling good, feeling good. I luckily got away without any injuries and nothing banged up. I'm back into training, just ready to keep the ball rolling, ready to keep the momentum going through.
With your last 3 fights all being in Perth, is there anything, is there any countries that you're looking at, maybe in the future that you want to fight at? Obviously, it's fun to fight in your home country, but maybe some new experiences. Or is there anything you're looking forward to?
Oh man, I would love to get over to the States and fight over there for sure. West Coast or East Coast is a priority. Either like Vegas or California, or getting over to Miami or New York would be outstanding. I'd love to get over there.
Yeah, for sure. Because well, you've been in there, I say, for the Apex, right, for Dana White. But to be in the States in like a huge arena like MSG, yeah, that'd be huge.
Yeah,
Um,
that's on the list for sure.
bet. Yeah, well, hopefully, I mean, we'll transition to that. Maybe we can make it happen maybe later this year with the Vittori call out. Was that something that you had planned, or was that just kind of off the dome? I know you said you've you like to cut promos, so maybe have had it before, but is that someone maybe you had off the dome, or was that pre-planned?
That was I had my eye on him for a while. CKB, we've got a good recipe or a good game plan for Vittori. We're 2-0 against him. Got heaps of guys in the gym as well who are southpaws that can give me the kind of the Marvin Vittori look at sparring. And I thought it's a good guy. He's not ranked, but he's done it all. He's been one step shy of the mountaintop. Having the title fight, and yeah, I'd really like to get my hands on him. Thought it'd be a good fight.
It was a good call out. And talking about the call outs, I mean, I heard on the two DGens podcast that you like to cut promos and you're talking about promos. And I heard that you say you have a heel speech ready. But I'm going to be honest with you. I was talking to Piggy, and I really don't think you can become a heel, man. You're such a likable fighter. Like, I don't see how you can become a heel in the UFC.
Oh, I'm waiting for the moment I get booed. Like if I go to, I don't know, if I go to France or Brazil, I know if you're not Brazilian and you fight in Brazil, they're gonna boo the shit out of you. They're gonna boo you all the way back to your hotel room. So I'm waiting to get booed. I'm a big John Cena fan, but I was also a Kurt Angle. I was a big Kurt Angle fan, and if you look at Kurt Angle on paper, Olympic gold medalist, all that stuff, you wouldn't think he's a heel, but he just played the heel real well. And so I've got something good cooked up if I start getting booed.
Yeah. And to piggyback off that, do you think it'd be more fun being the heel, or do you like being the A side? Because the last 3 fights, you've been pretty much the A side fighting in Perth. So, do you think it'd be more fun being that heel?
I would be one of the best heels the UFC has ever had. Okay, it wouldn't come off as corny or cringe. It would be really, really, let's just say entertaining.
Yeah, not no Josh Hokett, the recent antics from him.
Nah, nothing like Josh Hockett. Josh Hockett's got his own thing going that's working for him, but I've got one a little bit better than that.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I'm excited to see if it happens, but I think it might take a little while, or like you said, if it's in a different country. So, what's your favorite martial art to train and your least favorite martial art to train?
Oh, favorite has got to be jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu for sure. I love getting in there. Every Brazilian jiu-jitsu class I do, if I'm not learning something new and I'm learning something I already know, there's little details and small things that I pick up on and I refresh and I go on my mind like, oh, that's right, that's how you do a certain thing. Or yeah, I just love playing around with a lot of the techniques. The least favorite would probably have to be boxing, because if I get in there and I spar with the boxers at CKB, they kick my ass, man. They're so good.
Yeah.
The boxers, like, they're so specialized and they're so good, and they're just, yeah, it's like being a white belt all over again.
Who is your goat middleweight? I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but just to let everyone else know, who do you think the goat in the middleweight is?
Oh, yeah, my heart says Adesanya, but my brain says Strickland, just because he's won when twice as the 5-1 and a 6-1 underdog. But yeah, I'll go with my boy Izzy. You always got to back your boy.
Yeah, that's what I have written down from. I mean, right now, I'd probably have to say Izzy, but next to it though, I did have does Strickland have a chance? And I mean, you pretty much answered my question right there. I mean, he had a great win over Hamzat, and the next thing I had after that was, do you think it was a robbery in that Strickland and Hamzat fight?
Nah, no way, no way, no robbery there. Clear as day winner.
Yeah, I agree. 235. I think he got it done. I've been trying to convince Piggy for like a month. It's ridiculous. He thinks Hamzat got it done.
It's probably because he was betting on Hamzat, and he's just salty that he lost.
Probably. All right, we'll move into the fan section here. We got a few questions I posted to my story, and got a few people that shot me some questions. So the first question we have here is, did you have a welcome to the UFC moment, whether that was maybe meeting someone or just training with someone?
Uh, like a welcome to the UFC moment before I got in the UFC. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, yeah, kind of like right when you got into the UFC, like was there a moment you're like, oh my god, like I've made it, you know?
Probably when I was getting my kit fitted out at UFC Perth last year. You know, they pulled the shorts out and the walkout kit with my name on it, and I was like, "Fuck, it's real, it's happening! Like this is it." And you get to try the walkout hoodie on, and you get to try your shorts on, and I was like, "Man, I've made it. I'm here now."
Yeah. Next one I have is, can you beat a giraffe one on one? A full grown giraffe. Do you think you could take it down?
Oh, look, I don't know if I could take a giraffe down, but man, it would be a close fight. I reckon I'd win a split decision. But it's the giraffe. It's going to be very hard to protect the neck with no hand and a neck that long.
Yes, indeed. I'm sure you can guess who this question came from. Is Piggy the greatest thing since grilled cheese and a nice parmy?
Oh, when he's dropping slang like Palmy like that, I mean, he could be. He might be. But if he wasn't so salty about Hamzat losing, I would say yes.
And that's is a parmy like just a grilled parmesan like sub? Is that what it means? Like short for
Nah,
parmesan?
it's like a chicken schnitzel, and then they put like a layer of cheese and bacon or ham underneath the cheese, and then they melt and then they put like tomato sauce or like pureed tomatoes on top. It's a staple. If you go to a pub in Australia, you got to try it.
That sounds outstanding. All right, the next one I have, I thought this was a really good question. I actually just got it today too. A guy recently hit it to me. Are you hoping to avenge the Malkin and Finney losses, or are you kind of just right now looking at the top onwards?
Man, I'm looking past that. I'm looking to go to the top. Those guys, they're doing their own thing. If they're in front of me and they got a number next to their name or they got that 10-pound piece of gold around their waist, I'm 100% going to get that fight back.
Yeah, for sure. And the last question I have here is, how different was that first Dana White Contender Series fight to that second one you had?
Yeah, it was like obviously the fight went like a lot differently. 15 minutes of grappling versus like 3 minutes of just absolute chaos, just hands and fists and elbows flying everywhere. But I'd say like the whole fight week was completely different. It was doing that first time around, you're kind of like a little bit like blinded by the bright lights and all the media and stuff. But coming around that second time, it's like, yep, I've done this. Yep, I know how the check-in works. I know how the weigh-in and the media and all that stuff works. So it was obviously a lot better the second time around.
Yeah, for sure. It was a great win. This was a great win in Perth, and I'm really excited to see your next matchup. Hoping that gets announced soon. We get to see you before the end of the year.
Definitely going to see me before the end of the year.
Very nice. Well, I appreciate your time, Cam. Don't want to hold you out too long. Follow Cam on all socials. I'll have everything linked below. Really appreciate your time,
No
brother.
worries. Thanks, heaps, bro. Appreciate it. I'll catch you later.
Thank you. Peace out.